Yes, my dear friends, welcome back to the channel. Very good afternoon to you guys all out there. Will I say early evening? Why? Because I know it's around 4-5 in Africa right now as we speak, ladies and gentlemen. But whatever it is, depends on where you are. It is a good day. Yes, Chelsea, we are still waiting for the official announcement of the signing of Jamie Gittins and Joao Pedro. Oh yes, we are waiting for the official announcement. I'm on the view that between now and tomorrow, the announcement could be made. Yes, that's my personal opinion. I am of the view that between now and tomorrow, Joao Pedro and Jamie Gittins official announcement could be made. Because we understand Pedro is currently on his way to the US of A. I don't know whether he has landed or not, but his final medicals are going to be taking place today. And hopefully, the player will join the entire squad in the US tomorrow. Ladies and gentlemen, that being said, Chelsea are not done yet in the transfer market, according to Fabrizio Romano. Yeah, we are not done yet in the transfer market. A lot of businesses are still to be taken care of. My goodness. You see, let me say it this way. Anytime Chelsea signs a player, you see people losing it on, oh yeah, they are going there for the money. The players are going there for the money. Chelsea are overpaying. Do you know the salary of Chelsea players? What am I saying is, we've signed 4 players so far. Yeah. I mean, Dilap, Gittins, and now Joao Pedro. That's 3. Alright? Okay. The ones that, let me just call it elite players. Right? And we are expecting Kudus. Oh yes. Tottenham Hotspurs are currently leading the race for Mohamed Kudus. I'll get to that very soon. But you see, many have been saying, oh, Chelsea are overpaying for players and players are signing for Chelsea because of the money. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to point out something before we continue. Do you know that as we speak, Chelsea's salaries, the salary that the players are receiving is one of the cheapest in the Premier League. I mean, in the top 6. Do you know Enzo Fernandez and Caicedo, who are our most expensive players right now? Do you know how much they are earning? Enzo Fernandez and Moise Caicedo, do you know how much they earn? Reece James is Chelsea's highest paid player at Chelsea. He's the highest paid player right now at Chelsea, Reece James. If we can sell Mason Mount to United, Kai Havertz to Arsenal for a total of £120 million, who do you think, or why do you think Chelsea should be worried about PSR? Why do you think Chelsea should be worried about FFP rules? When we can sell 2 players for Arsenal and Man United for 120 million. Why do you think Chelsea should be worried about FFP rules? We just don't buy. Friends, Chelsea don't just buy players. We sell and we buy. Some of you are just ignorant, especially those who are not Chelsea fans. We don't just buy, we sell and we buy. It is what it is. We can even sell our women's club, you know, our ladies team to our own club again. We sold our hotel to balance our books. So don't just think that Chelsea don't know what we are doing. We understand the game. That is why, just as Fabrizio Romano has stated, Chelsea are not done yet on the transfer market. My only worry is that all these players, where are they going to be playing? And I'm not too sure what we tell the players before they agree to sign for us. I'm not too sure. Listen, Chelsea will pay £55 million plus £5 million in add-ons for Joao Pedro, totaling £60 million package. It is what it is. We are just waiting for the announcement. What are we telling this player before they are signing for Chelsea? That's the question. Well, just as I was saying, we are open to sell. We sell and we buy. Yeah. Right now as we speak, we are only waiting for suitable offers for Noni Madueke, according to Jacob Stensberg. According to Jacob Stensberg, Chelsea are waiting for a favorable offer for Noni Madueke. Means that Noni Madueke likely to leave Chelsea this summer, even as we make arrangement to buy more players. Now, in that sense, let me just point out a few things, okay? I don't want to drag things this evening. Chelsea striking options right now as we speak are Jackson, Delap, Joao Pedro, Tyree George. Chelsea striking options right now as we speak, before Pedro comes in, is who? Well, in addition to Pedro, let me just put it. Before Pedro comes in, it's only Jackson, Delap, and Maguire. Yes, Maguire. Then Tyree George coming from the academy. Are we getting it too much? I am beginning to get worried over this. I'm beginning to honestly get worried. Not that we are spending too much money, but I'm looking at it like we are not getting the peak of the strikers we want. You look at Tyree George, he's from the academy, he's good. You look at Maguire, he's from Barcelona Academy, he is good. These are two young players, right? 18 years old. Now, you move up a little, you will see Joao Pedro, Delap, Jackson. These are all average strikers. But do you know, my biggest worry is not that these guys cannot develop, or they don't have the ability to grow or to develop. My biggest worry is that the coach himself will have challenges during selections. Yes. The only area that I see, or the only positive that I see in this whole deal, or the players we are signing right now, is that we are having an upgrade on ball striking options across the front line. Ball striking is different from goal scoring. I want you to get it clearly. Ball striking is different from goal scoring. The only difference is that we're having different options and an upgrade in ball striking players. For instance, Gittins, Estaval, Delap, Joao Pedro, potentially Mohamed Kudus. These are all different kinds of ball carrying and striking players. They are different from main strikers like Delap, Kudus, Delap, Jackson, Maguire, Pedro. I'm talking about ball striking attackers. I don't know whether you're getting me right. So that is the advantage Chelsea have. But in terms of the numbers that we are having, that we are accumulating, it's a call for concern. In my own opinion, we need to sell. We need to sell. You see, talking about some of the cleanest ball strikers around, let's just add Pedro Neto and Cole Palmer to the list. These are what we already have them. before we are adding the lab, Joao Pedro, Gittins, Estaval. Just add them to it. Pedro Neto, Cole Palmer. They are already part of the first team. I'm happy with them. But the rest, are they not going to, it's not calling for, I mean, we should be concerned, Chelsea fans, to be very honest. We need to be concerned about the numbers. The coaching staff, I'm not too sure what plans they have right now. I also realize that Chelsea really want to go Real Madrid style, or let me just say Barcelona. Yeah. We are being likely influenced by Madrid Barca, who similarly have elite ball strikers in the left, the right, and the center. Possession-based football, attacking-based football is what Chelsea is working on. The model, but like I said earlier on, let us not overdo it. Otherwise, we will have a very big problem with the coach making selections. Right now as we speak, if you add all these players together, Chelsea have about 8-9 attacking players. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm about to run out. I heard from many sources who argue that this improves our attacking threat. To some extent, if we get it right, if our coach is able to manage the egos, knowing fully well that he can only make use of 3 at a time, what about the rest of the 6 or 5? Ladies and gentlemen, let me quickly run up. Like I said earlier on, Tottenham Hotspur are keen on Mohamed Kudus, as reported last week. 85 million release clause for Premier League clubs. But the feeling within Spurs is West Ham might sanction £60 million sale. Kudus also offered to Chelsea, because the player actually wants Chelsea. And El Nassr also retain an interest. But El Nassr will have to cost much more than the Premier League clubs. Their release clause is pegged at £120 million for Kudus. Yeah, Saudi specific clause for Mohamed Kudus is 120 million. Ladies and gentlemen, on your screen is Joao Pedro and Gittins. Are we going to get a report tonight on both players, or what are we waiting for? Quickly, before I let you guys go, I want you to understand, Joao Pedro is now flying to the US in order to formally complete his move to Chelsea. Joao and his agent are on the way for the final part of medical test, and then deal sealed until June 2032 will be signed. He will be already available. He'll be available for FIFA Club World Cup for Chelsea in the coming days, according to Fabrizio Romano. Ladies and gentlemen, let me just leave you here. I'm waiting for the breaking news. Once I receive any alert or any information, I'll be right here to deliver. I'll see you guys in the next one when you see me. Shalom and peace.